Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
Hello, this is the Hot Topic Show. What do we do?
We won't judge, but we're judging. It's going to be juicy.
Now, here's Wendy.
Listen. Thank you for watching. Thank you for showing up. I swore you wouldn't be here today. Oh, the weather outside is frightful. We're gonna keep it delightful. How you doing? I'm doing better now. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Come on. The wardrobe department loves a good costume in the theme of whatever's going on. It's snowing. We're expecting here in New York, what the last report I heard, 18 inches. Oh, it's blizzardy, like driving in your face. We got the phone call last night on the landline in the cell. When you got kids, you still have a landline. Schools will be closed. Every school is closed. All the kids are out of school. And so I want to shout out to my co-host because you know what? This is the day that I really thought you all wouldn't show up. Yeah, really. But you're here. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Although, like I've said to you many times, I'm waiting for the day when only maybe 5 co-hosts show up, and then my staff has to be my studio audience co-host, and then we do Ask Wendy, and I find out more about their business. See, Suzanne, I'm waiting for the day.
That'll be good.
I love your ensemble for a snowy day.
Yes. I'm all ready.
Yeah. Are those my sneakers?
Yes, these are pointy ones. I can stand up on. Yeah.
Very
I love
talented.
me. So comfortable.
The railroad was empty?
Yes.
Brendan said...
Yeah, I got on the train this morning. Nobody was there. It was like just Brendan and I.
Everyone just... Well, it's
we
like...
laid out on it. We had 6 chairs we laid across.
Thanks for showing up.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Of course.
Appreciate it. So, okay, there's something going on and I'm very, very upset. Oh, yes, my blood pressure is up. Oh, yes. Vogue magazine is facing backlash over their March cover. Now, here's what's going on. Yeah, fat shaming, size shaming. All right, here are all the skinny girls, but here's our Ashley Graham, right here. You see Ashley? Beautiful girl. Ashley is thick. She's a thickums. And she's gorgeous. And she, though, is the only one people have pointed out covering her thighs. Right? Now dissect this, because it took me a moment to figure out what's wrong with this picture. I'm seeing, you know, 7 very pretty women. But after the dissection, I'm like, you're right. Look how long Kendall Jenner's arm, which is going around her body, is. They've elongated it, looks like her arm, to cover an Ashley waist, maybe? Or is that Gigi Hadid? I can't tell. Gigi Hadid?
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's even worse, because at least Kendall's right next to her. Gigi is so thin, she can walk past one body to get to another. Okay, well, social media is going crazy, and now so am I, because I've got receipts. All right, this is what Ashley looks like going to the shoot in her ensemble with no photoshopping. They added a stripe down the side of her shorts, I guess to, you know, take away or distract from, you know, the hock. I used to love a ham hock. Anyway, but to distract. And, you know, and also, you can see they took away some belly and some booty. Ashley spoke out this morning, and she said that she chose to put her arm like that. I think Ashley is going along to get along because it's tough out here being maybe a thicker person or a black person or a Muslim person or whatever. You know, it's tough out here, and a lot of people go along to get along because they have bills to pay. But Ashley, listen, can we show the red dress, Ashley? This is what Ashley is. Okay? A beautiful woman. And we have one more picture of her on the photo shoot where you can see more of her body. Let's show that one. Oh, there it is. Okay, now it is fabulous. She looks healthy and fabulous to me. Not that the other girls look bad, but I'm just saying. All right. Now, can we put this one in the same frame as the actual cover so you can see what Vogue has done to her so we can move on and my blood pressure can go down? You know, yes. All right, here's Ashley. Clearly not the same girl. But we know the real Ashley. A beautiful girl. Well, Vogue, you've done it again. Norman, another year where we RSVP. I will not be going to the Met Ball.
Right, me neither.
Oh, please. Believe me, you, Suzanne. Oh, they beg every year.
Oh.
I'm playing with you. I don't know them people. And I don't care. But if that's what I got to go through to be part of the club, I'm going back to Jersey. You know? You know, it's odd, but when you hit 50, there are a whole bunch of things that happen. First of all, you feel like you're hitting the best part of your life. You know, your kids are a little older. You know how to work your body in whatever clothing, or you know what works for you. But when you're at 50, you also look at, especially nowadays, we can live to we're 100 years old. So you also look at things like, I never was so much into elder situations until I hit 50. And then also my own parents, they're still alive. They're in their 80s. Yeah. Well, I have a disgusting story to tell you with no laughter involved, unless you want to. I'm not laughing. Well, get it out before I tell the story. Damn you. Katherine Jackson. She's 86, and she's claiming that her nephew Trent is an abusive con man. Now, Trent, who's pursing his lips and looking like, I don't know who Trent is, except for he is Joe Jackson, one of Joe's siblings. So he's not related by blood to Katherine, but he's related by blood to Joe. He's tried to control her money, she says, allegedly, and separate her from her kids. Well, how does that happen? Mrs. Jackson, Trent is her nephew-in-law. Trent has been her assistant, her driver, her bodyguard, her core custodian for years. The grocery store, this and that, and he stays rent-free in a house on the compound. You know how the people in LA, you know, when they're wealthy, how they live. They always have a house, and then that next house. I love to read. I can't live there. I love, you know, East Coast living, but that is really a fantasy. Two houses on one property and you send somebody there. So Trent's living rent-free and he's helping Mrs. Jackson. Well, Trent is 52. So I know that he grew up identifying with the Jacksons, the music playing all the time and whatnot and so forth. And so he's taking care of her. Mrs. Jackson, here's my question for you, though, if you're watching, dear. You have 8 children including Rebe and Janet, and, Tito and Jackie and Jermaine and Randy. And and you have 29 grandchildren. Mrs. Jackson, oh, by the way, Trent allegedly made sexual advances to the cook. Well, that's not what you say. Here at Wendy, we say man or woman. How you doing? Woman. In 2012, Trent allegedly put Randy in a headlock and punched Jermaine in the face. Okay, this is 2012. Where is the communication between the 8 original siblings that this woman birthed and watched over? Where are you? This is what I say. I always feel guilty. Like, we only have one. There are a lot of ones. We only have one. And sometimes they call it the heir and the spare, and maybe you want 5 kids because maybe 4 will turn out rotten, but 1 will save you. Just saying. That's what people think sometimes about children. But you know what? If you have 8 kids, but you're left to the hands of, then what is going on? So now a judge has ordered Trent to stay 100 yards from Mrs. Jackson. He has had to move out of the guest house and turn in his keys. Mrs. Jackson. And then, even though Catherine and Joe are no longer in a marital situation, Joe, where were you to help the woman who birthed the empire? We watched 2600 Jackson Street. We saw Michael collect mice in the kitchen on that long VH1 movie that we all stop and watch. Joe, you might not be married to her anymore, but you need to take care of your woman. And Janet, Catherine, you might be 86, but you're not stupid. No, that is a misnomer. I know a lot of old people who are very smart, but they play that old card game, and we fall for it all the time. By the way, I plan on playing the same game when I get there. Anyway, look. Oh, by the way, Catherine claims that she even had to hide in her closet to call her children. What the Keke Palmer is going on? Oh, you weren't watching that day. You don't get the joke? Norman? The joke went over their heads?
Right.
Well, then you watch the show back.
No, what did you just say?
Watch it back. It plays back at 4 o'clock here in New York. In the meantime, I've got bigger fish to fry. This Jason Derulo, this is not a black thing, Jason. This is a jerk thing, all right? And I don't know whether you guys know this story. I had to be totally filled in because we talk race here on the show. Can we agree that we do that? It's a very uncomfortable thing to talk about. And I try to be as fair as possible. As a black woman, everything is not a black issue. As a woman, everything is not a woman issue. As a tall girl, everything is not a tall or, issue. Sometimes you're just a jerk. Right? So Jason is mad at American Airlines. And here's what had happened. He boarded a flight, or tried to board a flight with 8 of his friends, and between them, they had 19 bags. This was last night, so you might have been sleeping, but that's what I'm here for. They were coming from Miami and going to LA, so you figure, all right, that's, if you have 8 friends, you and somebody might sit in the front, because I'm not paying for 8 first-class seats. You all go back there. All right, 19 bags. That's excessive. Being that I'm not a bag checker, I haven't checked a bag since 1965. And I was born in 64, by the way. So Jason's upset because they're late for the flight. Now, if you know you've got 19 bags and you're traveling, you plus 7 of your friends, the proper thing to do is to get there early so you don't have to run through the airport. The days of OJ are gone. I am not, oh, not a joke for everyone. You know, here at Wendy, you know, everything isn't for everyone, but a lot of you got the OJ thing. Go, OJ, go. All right. So Jason was like, all right, well, we got to get on this flight. So he had one of his people stay behind with the 19 bags to put on a later flight, right? Okay. So Jason gets on the flight, I guess with his bare necessities and his other friends, but the friend at the counter called Jason before the plane took off. But the pilot already had the keys in the ignition, and he's already backing out of his parking space and being dragged by that little car to the runway to take off. But there's still cell service. So Jason picks up the phone, bring. His friend goes, yo man, they're charging you $6,000 to check these bags. And Jason's like, wait, well, first of all, number one, I am in the specialty club, or whatever they call it there at the airline. But even with this, like, I don't know what that is, okay? I get on the plane and I mind my own business. I treat people kindly. I do the best I can. Like, I don't know what that is. Because to me, when you make scuttlebutt on a plane, everyone hates you. And if you're traveling with 19 pieces of luggage and 8 friends, it might have been cheaper and less problematic to just get a private jet, Mr. Derulo. That's all. So Jason's like, I'm part of this club. Well, we checked with the club. They take 3 free bags. He had 19. So you have to pay for the rest. Look, don't we all pay for, well, you, I don't check bags, but don't you pay for your bags to be checked? So this sounds about right. Jason starts spazzing out on the plane and at the pilot. At this point in my mind, if I'm on the plane, I'm sitting there like, okay, what's about to go down? What is going on? Jason's screaming at the pilot, telling the pilot to turn the plane around. I can't believe that the pilot agreed and turned the plane around. He stopped, yes, turn the plane around. So now you're late for your important business meeting because you're on that plane too. But Derulo, maybe they don't recognize him, I don't know. But all I know is that he's calling this a black thing. When they get back to the parking space, there are 15 cops waiting for Derulo. Okay. And I like Jason, although he did our girl wrong. You know what I mean? But I like Jason. He's a friend to the show. But, you know, I'm a straight shooter. And Jason went on Instagram Live afterwards. And this is what he, TMZ got. And then we'll talk about more. Go ahead.
As soon as I hop on the live stream and then, you know, they start doing this whispering, they find out who I am, the whole gear changes. And it's all relaxed. And it's all cool. And now we're chilling in the lounge at American Airlines like everything is good. But it's not good. Because if I was not who I was, if I wasn't Jason Derulo, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be in cuffs.
Color me crazy, because you've colored me worse. But this was not a black thing. This was a jerk thing. What he should have done was just flown to LA from Miami and told his boy, okay, you take all 19 bags. I'm gonna call my credit card in to the hotel no-tell on the airport property. You stay overnight, get on a plane tomorrow, and I'll deal with this. That's all. I just think, you know, gone are the days of civility. In other news, Madonna. No, it's cute. This is a good one. We have a picture of her and her 4-year-old twins. You know they're brand new. There they are, sisters. Yup. It's cute. Are those buffaloes in the background? it looks so peaceful. Like she looks, like it looks very happy. She thanked her family, her friends, and her very large team for all their support. And she was also grateful for those in Malawi who helped make this possible. I'm sure the Malawians, though, are grateful for Madonna because, you know, she puts a lot of her money into Malawi. And I just, you know, we talk about Madonna a lot, but you know, in this particular sense, good for her. Those girls will have a better life than they have for the last 2 years in an orphanage. Good for you. Looks very happy. All right, so the snow is still falling outside, but it's time for Wendy's Tropical Punch giveaway. Hit it. Don't say it. Ginger.
Yes, I'm Ginger from Gilligan's Island.
It's a good one. Can you keep this on the whole show? Can you wear this on the train and then tell me what people say? But bring your husband for security.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Look how high my boobs are.
Yeah, they're really high. Let's get today's caller on the line. It's a guy. His name is David. He's in Kentucky.
Come on, David.
Hello.
David, how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
David, it's Wendy and Suzanne.
Hi, David.
Oh, Wendy, I'm so excited to talk to you. I'll be darned.
Oh my gosh, he's so cool. Well, David, you are today's contestant on Wendy's Tropical Punch giveaway. You watch our show every day?
Oh, that was awesome.
Thank you. You seem so calm. On KBKI. All right, let's find out what you're playing for. So you have to pick a number between 1 and 20, and Suzanne, posing as Ginger, will pull it out, so to speak. All right, what's your number?
How about number 10?
There you go.
Where is it?
I gotta tell you, it's over here, Suzanne. Suzanne, you're a 10.
Thank you. Drum roll, please. One for number 10. One for number 10. Dominican Republic.
Thanks to our friends at Liberty Travel, we're flying you and a guest to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, where you'll be staying for an all-inclusive 5 days and 4 nights at the Level at Malia Caribe Tropical. With more than 10 international restaurants, luxury accommodations, and the newly renovated Yi Spa, your vacation will be a once-in-a-lifetime occasion.
Oh, that is awesome.
Right, David, right?
That is awesome.
David, you were surprisingly composed. All right.
All right.
So you got to listen closely. You're going to have 15 seconds to answer correctly, okay?
Okay.
And your first is your only answer. All right.
All right.
Yesterday during Hot Topics, I talked about Madonna adopting twin girls. I just talked about her today also. I said Madonna is like the queen of what country? 15 seconds and go. Seriously? Maybe he's not.
Malawi.
Yeah!
Yeah, I got it. Awesome.
David, enjoy your trip. If you want to play Wendy's Tropical Punch giveaway, log on to my Facebook page to enter. And watch our show every day because the nuances will stump you, all right? We've got more great show for you today. We've got the hottest fashions from the runway. But up next, everybody, our friend Brian Baltazar is here to break down what's trending in viral videos and much more. So grab a snack and...